It has been a century-long battle for female rights and dignity. As Afghan women mark the 100th anniversary of their nation's independence, many remember the struggles of the past and fear for the future as a peace deal with Taliban militants draws near.
دامن دنیایی که قرن 21 که ما زندگی میکنیم ما باید امروز دنیا پیش بریم ما نمیشه که ما بالکل به قهقرا بریم.
Afghan leader Amanullah Khan gave women's rights a big push forward after he declared full independence from Britain in 1919. As part of his drive to modernize Afghanistan, he banned the strict Islamic dress code. Women were not required to wear headscarves or veils and could adopt Western fashion, as Amanullah's wife, Queen Soraya, did during this 1928 tour of Europe.
امی که ملکه ثریا در کنار یک مرد از افغانستان استاد میشه و همسرش به وجودش به بدنش به نامش خجالت نمیکشه ننگی نمیپنداره او را حقوقش به عنوان یک انسان میبینه اینمی خودش یک دستاورد و یک گپ کلان است.
Child and forced marriages were outlawed and polygamy was restricted. But the royal couple's daughter, Princess Hindia, now 90 years old, says her parents' biggest passion was education for girls.
خانم ملکه ثریا وقت ملکه شد به همسرش به بابین گفته برای من کفایت نمیکنه که ملکه باشم میخوام وزیر معارفم شم و شد و مکتب ساخته به نام مستورات که نشان بده دخترای افغان برین به مکتب اولین کاری کرد دخترای خود روان.
Amanullah's ambitious reforms, however, sparked a bitter backlash in rural regions and among religious leaders. An uprising forced the king to abdicate, and his family went into exile in India.
په یو تړلې ټولنه یو سنتي ټولنه لکه افغانستان غوندې هغه حرکتونه لږ عجولانه وو ټولنې د دې ټولو مسایلو د هضم حوصله نه درلودله.
How do you balance the attitudes in the rural areas that are conservative from the progressive ideas in Kabul? And this is a problem that all Afghan rulers from his time have faced.
Under the cautious rule of Muhammad Zahir Shah, freedoms for women were mostly limited to female royal family members and elites over the next 3 decades. In 1959, women walked the streets of Kabul in burqas. But liberal changes came again when a new constitution in 1964 created a parliament and granted women the vote and equal rights.
پلوی مادرم استاد بودم و مادرم وقتی که می خبر شنید خدا ببخشش اشکاش گرد رست روش روان شد فقط دست خدا سر کلمه زد گفت بچه‌م خلاص شدی تو دیگه چادری لازم نیست که بپوشی و من نپوشیدم.
Through the rest of the 1960s and 1970s, girls and women in the capital enjoyed a greater degree of freedom. Female tourists safely visited historic sites, as Afghanistan became a popular destination for Western backpackers and a stop on the so-called hippie trail through Asia. Then, in 1979, the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan to prop up Kabul's Marxist government. Through the decade of conflict that followed, women were often used as symbols of modernization for the Moscow-backed regime.
مثلا بسیار استفاده تبلیغاتی از اینا کردن هر دقیقه اینا را بیچاره را چادرای سرخ سرشان میکردن سر سرکای کابل میکشوندن باز اینا میرفتن مظاهره میکردن.
Afghan women were caught up in a grinding war of attrition as Western-backed Mujahideen insurgents battled Soviet troops. It's estimated that more than 1 million civilians and 15,000 Soviet forces were killed. After the 1989 Soviet pullout, Afghanistan was plunged into civil war between splintering Mujahideen factions.
یعنی زنان به لحاظ قانونی و پالیسی های حکومت میتونستن کار کنن، میتونستن تحصیل بکنن، منتها از لحاظ مشکلاتی که در جامعه وجود داشت، مشکلات ناامنی، نبود مسئولیت، این بالای کار و تحصیل زنان تا حد زیاد جنگ‌های داخلی که وجود داشت تاثیر منفی گذاشته بود.
The Taliban eventually seized control of the country in 1996. It imposed a harsh form of Islamic law and ushered in one of the most repressive periods for Afghan women.
مهمترین عقبگردی که من فکر میکنم برای زنان آمد بحث ممنوعیت فعالیت‌های اجتماعی، سیاسی، اقتصادی و تحصیل زنان بود. امروز هر قدر که مبارزه میکنیم و کار میکنیم هنوز هم به مو کمبودی هایی که در دوران طالبان تجربه کردیم نمیرسیم به او.
The Taliban regime was toppled in December 2001 by a US-led coalition following the September 11th attacks in the United States. With the help of the international community, a new government made women's rights a priority. Millions of Afghan girls went back to school and universities. The constitution promised equal rights, and women were guaranteed 68 seats in parliament. But women still suffer from inequality and poor treatment, many at the hands of men in areas controlled by Taliban militants. For the last 18 years, Afghanistan has faced chronic security problems as militants have waged a bloody insurgency. The United States wants to withdraw its forces from the country and has entered peace talks with the Taliban in hopes of ending the conflict. But hardliners show no signs of changing their attitudes towards women.
عیاشی که امروز هست، عیاشی که امروز ما می‌بینیم با زمان شاه امان الله خان، یعنی کدام تفاوتی خیلی زیاد نداشته. به خاطر چی که ملکه ثریا را خودش اول بار در تلویزیون کشید، لج برهنه نشان داد. امروز زنای ما به عفت، دخترای ما با به عفت، فساد، بی‌حجابی به اوج خود رسیده.
Activists fear that any power-sharing deal with the Taliban could erode women's rights.
ما یک صلح را می‌خواهیم که ما ام حقوق را که داریم اونم حقوق خود بتونیم نگاه کنیم. ما باید حق از این داشته باشیم که اگر یک دختر 10 ساله را به یک شوی 65 ساله میتن که اینمی باید نشه.
من هیچ چیز را حاضر نیستم معامله کنم. من هیچ چیز را حاضر نیستم چانه بزنم. من فکر میکنم کسانی که باید به فکر ازی باشن و یا به دنبال ازی باشن که چطور میتونن ادامه 18 سال ما باشن طالبان هستن. ما نیستیم.
100 years after their country's independence, Afghan women brace for yet another battle to protect their rights and freedoms.